It's a tough one today. Welcome, welcome, welcome up against the odds. You know what it is. It's the kid Bruce Wall. Hey, always here delivering you great predictions and let you know how it's gonna go. Crystal ball in my hand. I got it. I'm the man. But look, so we got Minnesota versus the Falcons. And I mean, this is a tough game. I mean, Falcons are hot. Minnesota been hot. They travel. The defense travels. I mean, they have a running game and a passing game. And Keenum, he might give you an interception, but nothing more. And it seems like he makes the plays when it counts. And Falcons defense isn't that, they're not that strong. So it's like, man, woo, kid got a tough one on his hands today. I mean, but look, this is what I'm here for. I pulled through. You with me? Strong. So, here we go. Now, I believe it's going to be a bit of a shootout. I mean, both teams have pretty much explosive offenses. I mean, and running games. And Freeman is back to go along with Coleman. So that's a duo attack. And then you got another duo attack in Jones and Sanu. And they playing in Atlanta. I'm just saying, man. It's crazy. And Minnesota, though, plays the Falcons well. But, you know what? It's going to go the Falcons' way. Birds will fly today. They're going to pull it out. They may win by 3 or something close, but I think it's going to be a shootout. But the Falcons going to pull through and get the W at home on their hot streak. Minnesota take another L, but they're still good. They're still going to fight for home field advantage. But today, I just think today is not their day. That's it. You know, sometimes it's not your day. Every dog has his day, and today ain't Minnesota's day. Now, on to another bird. Oh, birds. Seattle and Eagles. Now, who will fly high today in that game? Now, Seattle could have beaten the Falcons last week if it wasn't for 2 turnovers, I believe, and that stupid fake field goal by Pete Carroll. And you know it's hard to play in Seattle. And they just showed that when they played the Falcons and almost came back and won a game. It should have won. If it wasn't for that fumble, Wilson should have held onto the ball. It shouldn't have thrown a pick. That's my man. Man, Russell Wilson, I love Russell Wilson. That's been one of my favorite quarterbacks. That's been one of my favorite quarterbacks. Ever since he came in the league and when they was calling him a game manager, and I was like, you tripping. This boy is outstanding. Like, I just see greatness. And now everybody's saying it on the bandwagon late. I've been driving a bus on the bandwagon for my man Wilson. So, I know what he can do. Create magic. Call him, hey, the magician. You might as well call this man just something out of the ordinary. Call that man Doctor Strange. You hear me? How he doing his thing. But they are decimated on the defensive side, and they still don't have a running game. They still don't have a running game in the line. But at the same time, it just shows you how great Russell is. And the Eagles, they're flying high, defense, offense, running game. I mean, what more can I say? They just doing their thing. And they have to travel to the West Coast, understandable. Understandable. But honestly, I think they'll travel well. I think Seattle defense is just a little too decimated. Even though they got the 12th man right behind them, it's just a little bit too decimated because the Eagles defense is something serious, man. And I believe it'll be a bit of a defensive game. Just a bit. And the Eagles get run the ball. So they'll use that to slow the game down, slow the tempo, keep Magical Wilson off the field, and drain the clock. And then the Eagles defense will sack them enough maybe create a turnover, maybe not, maybe they clean that up today, but they sack him enough, get in his face enough, whereas he can't create enough magic to win the game. And I think Seattle will take this L. Now this is one hell of a game, just like the Vikings and Falcons. I mean, this is a tough game, but I think the Eagles will pull it through. Close one. Now, if Seattle wins, man, that just shows you that's great and how great they are. But I think the Eagles will pull it through. I think the Eagles are for real. And oh, little bit of college real quick. Ohio State won. And you know, it's either them or Bama far as who's gonna get in the fourth spot. I'm an Ohio State fan. That's my team. You know it? That's my team. Ohio State. But we lost to Iowa and really bad, like badly lost to Iowa. So to me, in my opinion, and we have 2 losses, Alabama deserves to be in that 4th spot because they have 1 loss. They've been to the playoffs, 2 times in a row. They won the first playoff, 3. God darn it, what am I talking about? 3 times in a row, because the first time they played us, we spanked that before the championship. You know, we spanked that and knocked them out, and that's the year that we played Oregon and we won the first playoff game, playoff championship. We won the first one. You know, Buckeye Nation. We won the first playoff championship game. And then the following year, Alabama won, and then you know they played Clemson. And then they played Clemson again last year, and they lost because of the greatness of Deshaun Watson. You know, hey, that was a hell of a game. Oh my goodness, came down to the last second, threw it right in the end zone on a little out route. Hey, ooh, snuck it in. What? Woo! Hell of a game though. Trying to. But in all that being said, Alabama's been 3 straight times to the playoffs and lost 1 game this year. And they lost against a really, really good Auburn team. So I think they deserve to be in. They should be in. I believe they'll be in. Ohio State will be, you know, some type of bowl game or whatever. We'll win. We'll win our bowl game. But that's what I think should be in. I think it should be Alabama. Now, if we get in, hey, I'm good with that. We in there, because we can run the table, and so can Alabama. So either way, it ain't gonna be a bad pick. But I think the better pick and the most logical pick is putting Alabama in. And it seems like they want to put Alabama in too. But only thing about Alabama, their strength of schedule has not been great this year. But I think leaning on their resume and their cachet, they should be in. And Nick Saban. But I wouldn't be mad if Ohio State in there. I really would. Because we can run the table. Yeah. It's just that we've been up and down on the play. That's the only thing. Up and down. So, until next time, check it with your kid. Up against the odds. Like, subscribe, notify. Holla at me. Support. You know what it is. We've been through this. Hey, I'm going to hit y'all up on Facebook, Instagram, and Snap. And Twitter, I need to start pushing it a little bit more too. You know, got to get your boy out there. Got to get this thing out there. Show him, follow me, and I'll lead you the way. Like the little monkey off Lion King. Hey, that's my favorite movie too. One of my childhood favorite movies. Lion King. You know what it is. King of the Jungle. Simba. Mufasa was that dude. Holla at y'all. Peace.